Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman, this is my lovely wife Jen, and today we're continuing our journey through the Clone Wars. We're starting season 6 today. From what I hear from here on out, it's going to be some prime Clone Wars stuff. The last 2 arcs of season 5 were fantastic, with the Ahsoka arc being one of the best arcs, if not the best arc in Clone Wars that we've seen so far. From what I understand, between season 5 and season 6 was when the rights to Star Wars were being purchased by Disney. How are you feeling going into the next arc?
The last arc that we watched was...
It was the Ahsoka arc.
That was really good. I enjoyed that a lot. So I'm really hoping that the arcs from now on are a little more consistent as far as juicy, because I feel like Clone Wars has really been the definition of just up and down, up and down. I would just like them to finish it out with a bang, instead of kind of like getting 2 juicy arcs and then we have one that's just kind of like, like a filler.
These are all supposed to be good from here on out, so I'm excited to conclude the series. But for now, let's go and get into it, the Orders arc.
The truth about yourself is always the hardest to accept.
Sure.
Republic forces are locked in heated
Oh, this looks really good. Already looks good.
Massive space, aided by the twin sister Jedi Masters Tipli and Tiplar.
Oh.
To break the deadlock.
What's with their hair?
I don't know, it looks like they're underwater. Looks like Salazar from Pirates of the Caribbean. The hair is pretty cool. Or whatever that is. Oh, nice. Oh, see, we've learned things from previous arcs.
Yeah, for sure.
Anakin looks pissed.
Don't get too comfortable. This battle hasn't been won yet. Fives, you and Tup take 10 of your best men and support Master Tiplar.
We're on it, sir.
Come
on, this is a textbook battle. We've run through this.
Oh, he's a little man bun.
I know. Jedi.
What?
What's the matter with you?
Maybe it's like the Order 66 thing kind of coming loose in his head on accident. Jeez, look at Anakin.
The other Jedis are quite good.
Yeah.
Increase our defenses. We must hold them here.
Oh, who's this punk?
It's the guy from Monsters, Inc.
Why is his mouth like that? What is he?
He's like a spider, it looks like.
Good soldiers follow orders.
On your right. Uh-oh.
Oh, snap! Oh!
Oh my God.
Wow.
We've lost our momentum! Fall back!
I can't with this guy.
Yeah, there must have been whatever like mental barrier between Order 66 must have like failed him for some reason.
I have something he'll be very interested in.
Ew.
Ugh, I hate spiders.
It seemed that at the height of the conflict, a clone turned on his Jedi general.
Why? Why would he do this?
I'm about to find out.
Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders. Kill the Jedi.
She's practicing a lot of restraint if that was really her sister.
Yeah.
A clone trooper has executed one of the Jedi generals.
It is pertinent we ascertain if this is an isolated event. Seize the clone immediately.
Yes, my master.
You murdered General Tiplar. What? No. I could never. Tup, you did.
You mean the enemy could have made him do this?
Biological warfare.
Scanners indicate incoming craft. Abort jump.
Oh.
Jeez. The enemy's castle. They must have circled around behind him. We're being overwhelmed.
Oh no.
Oh, his helmet flew off. He's dead.
Here they come.
Oh wow.
Dude, these guys are getting murdered over here.
Oh.
But foolish. We don't usually see like zero gravity in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Looks like some buzz droids got on the hull and opened it right up.
They should do like an undead version of Star Wars
It's like
for
zombies.
Halloween. Yeah. Like zombie Darth Vader.
Well, we've seen like zombie stormtroopers before.
Yeah.
That's cool. I feel like we don't usually see this type of thing in Star Wars all that much.
Are your scopes Jedi issue, sir?
Classic 5s.
There he is, sir. We'll have to work fast.
I like how it's a suction cup. And Larry Boy over here. Anybody watch Larry Boy? Know what I'm talking about?
You were experiencing drag in the vacuum of
I was
space.
just about to say that.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah. Jeez.
I feel like you should use the Force more.
That's what I've been saying since day one of Clone Wars.
Experiencing turning.
What's going on?
I am programmed to resist intimidation.
Yeah, for real. The wise benefit from a second opinion.
Very true. Absolutely.
Clone Trooper
I
Tup
still
lost
can't
his
believe you
senses
just
and killed a Jedi
execution
General,
style
Yeah.
right
seeming
there.
to have
I'm glad that there was an aspect of like, he would never do this, something's wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Look at the neck on that one. Jesus.
Not even playing around.
Remove his mask. The patient must be awake for the next round of tests.
I am not fond of these hyper tests.
But they do give us all the information we need in a timely fashion. This clone seems to be in perfect health.
Look, I am not a threat, and neither's Tup.
Well, I don't know about that.
You're just a droid. You don't know about real duty.
I always wanted to have human feelings. But I do not. Goodbye.
You know, I keep saying that man bun, and I keep thinking, you know what? Maybe they should just let him go.
Might I suggest a second brain scan? An atomic level brain scan?
The only way to discover what has happened to this clone is to terminate him.
Oh my goodness.
Sounds good to me.
I do not believe this is a physical ailment.
Just kidding.
Mental condition.
Tup. His name is Tup.
Tup?
It appears there has been a preemptive execution of Clone Protocol 66.
Wow.
I recommend we terminate the clone and do a full autopsy to discover how the inhibitor chip was activated.
What of the Jedi? We must contact Lord Terran.
So they're in on it?
Yeah.
We need to terminate the clone as soon as possible.
Send the chip to me for analysis.
What if the Jedi ask for the chip and the results of the autopsy?
My belief is that Tup has been brainwashed by the Separatists using some new process we do not yet understand.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
How could that be possible? You're gonna take it out of him.
What was that?
Oh,
I heard that.
The probability that somebody heard that is high.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Doctor.
What do you think you're doing? You performed a second scan without my authorization?
Oh no.
Then you are like this clone. Defective. You will be put on report for deactivation.
But
This clone clearly has a virus that remains undetected.
CT-5385 will be terminated so that others like him could survive.
There are others like him. I know she values the life of a clone.
But we will be disobeying direct orders.
Yep, for the second time today.
Man, he's turning this into a rogue bot.
Yeah.
It will be a painless death.
Got it.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
She just leaves it there?
You might want to turn away for this part.
Oh dear.
Is it done?
It is now.
Oh, nice.
Easy peasy.
That's the inhibitor
What have
chip?
you done?
You can't be trusted.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Freaking Palpatine.
Oh. When in doubt, go to the source.
Sure.
It's literally like an episode of Making a Murderer.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I didn't want to say it because I already made 2 references.
We would know more if this clone had not taken matters into his own hands.
I was trying to save my friend.
Perhaps by removing this tumor, it was you who killed him.
Oh,
Jesus.
Stop that. You're gonna kill him anyway.
Kill him anyway and dissect him too.
Stand down, Fives.
I protest.
Uh-oh.
I must personally deliver the tumor to the Chancellor as ordered.
My word is final.
There you go.
What you gonna do about it?
Thank you, General.
It will be good to put this entire incident behind you, Trooper.
I agree.
We're gonna switch up the cases.
Hello, ARC Trooper 5s. Are you going to be reprogrammed as well?
Oh.
And that you would be reassigned here and placed on sanitation detail.
What?
We can still be friends.
You're gonna make him a janitor?
Assuming we both remember each other after our memories have been erased. Let's go, CT5.
No!
Yeah, screw it.
Are we escaping?
Cool guy.
She's trying to hide something.
Of course she did.
Oh,
We're gonna switch up the cases. What are they, the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department?
Oh, what about that one?
Oof.
There they are!
He's doing what he has to do.
Kinda.
I want him brought in alive.
We're going back to figure out why Tup died.
Oh, it's just gonna swim there?
Yeah, they flew quite a bit of ways.
Yeah, that would have been a long swim.
Lord Tyrannus.
Is that Dooku's first name?
That's his like Sith name, yeah. Lord Tyrannus.
Will this interfere with Protocol 66?
No.
It's cool hearing them talk about that. It's also interesting to
What's
know
the
that
time difference between when that happens?
it's episode 3, and this is like getting closer to episode 3. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like just a couple months out or if it's like a year or 2, but it's not far. It's also interesting to know that Count Dooku was aware of it.
the tumor, please.
It's not a tumor.
Someone implanted it there.
Oh, nice. My guy welded it shut.
Look, you got it out of Tup. You can get it out of me.
Oh, Tup died though. Oh, it's Avatar. The James Cameron. So 5's had it removed?
Yes.
Wow.
Identical in structure.
Wow.
While yours is perfectly intact.
Oof. So if this chip is gone, will he want to kill the Jedi as well, or
I thought that's what enabled them to control them.
We'll see what happens, I guess, when 5's sees a Jedi.
Hello. How was that? Was that normal?
For UAZ, yeah.
We will start with the earliest stage of development.
Aw, baby Django.
Don't move!
Why are you doing this?
Well done, 5's. Well done.
How do you explain this?
That is a structural inhibitor chip, which is supposed to prevent you from being aggressive. Jedi Master Sifo Dyas instructed us to implant them during your growth cycle.
The Jedi had this done to us?
Up until this point, there has never been a problem.
Yeah.
Drop your weapon.
The Jedi instructed that inhibitor chips be implanted in us at birth.
Where is the evidence?
I have it right here. As you can see, the chip taken from Clone Trooper Tup is black and rotting.
These chips have to be removed.
This is an isolated incident.
Well, that's not gonna happen to the rest of us.
And how do you know that?
Here is Clone Trooper 5's chip.
Master Jedi, we must terminate this trooper immediately.
Gosh.
I'm a living being!
You are Kaminoan property.
Technically, he is property of the Republic. 5's, you are coming with me to Coruscant. I think it's time you told your story to the Chancellor.
Ugh. They were so close to preventing a mass slaughter of Jedi.
It is not a matter of belief, 5's. It is simply the right thing to do.
So I'm assuming that all the chips were removed. Well, so.
Well, there's still one more episode. He's going to the Chancellor to give him the evidence.
But why would the Chancellor allow that?
Because the Chancellor's evil.
The popular belief isn't always the correct one.
Please be advised we have arrived at Coruscant.
Who was it that said it would ruin his plan? Dooku or
Palpatine.
Palpatine? Okay.
He's gonna try and kill him.
You drugged me.
Greetings, Master.
I want to see what Palpatine's going to do. He's got to keep this under wraps. Feel bad for Fives. We've seen him since the first season. Probably gave him some drugs to make him loopy and aggressive to further her case that he needs to be terminated.
Master Shakti, it is good to see you again. I trust you've kept this matter extremely confidential.
But he removed his chip nonetheless.
This thing they put in us.
Be cool, Fives. Come on, baby, be smart.
I removed his and analyzed it.
And we're positive this has nothing to do with the virus?
We only know that his chip failed, and now this clone has removed his own chip.
They used this chip against us to make us more violent than less.
That seems unlikely, don't you agree, Master Shakti?
It does, Chancellor.
What we have here is a single malfunction to one clone's inhibitor chip caused by a virus.
Perhaps it would be best if Clone Trooper Fives and I discussed this without your...
Uh-oh.
Chancellor, I must object.
Please, Master Jedi. Trust me. I want this soldier to feel he is having a fair say in this matter.
What are you up to, Palps?
He just wants to be done with them.
Trying to sense what's going on in the room. Oh.
I say you got aggressive.
He tried to kill me. I trust you will keep these safe.
Of course, Chancellor.
But Shakti's gonna kill him, and then Palpatine's gonna kill her. Ooh, look at her go. Oh, Fives. Feel bad. Open the doors.
Ooh, very mysterious, eh? I like a good mystery.
You ever hear the one about the people engineered to kill?
I'm a cab driver, pal. I hear stories like that all the time.
See you around, brother. You see this clone?
It's the problem with clones, they all look similar. Not even similar, exactly the same. Oh.
We're here to help you, Fives. Just come with us.
What are you doing?
You don't believe me!
So like he's losing it pretty good here.
We only want to help. How do I know you're not tricking me? You have no idea.
Stand down, soldier. Stand down. Get on your knees. No. Don't do it, soldier.
Fives.
No.
Wow. They straight up killed Fives.
Oh.
He's been there since the first season. Oh. Scan the brains. Scan the brains.
Rex. Fives. I only wanted to do my duty.
Fives.
The mission. The nightmares. They're finally over.
Oh man, and that's Rex. He tries to kill Obi-Wan.
Another cause? Your doctors found?
A parasite. Probably in a canteen of water they both shared. We have prepared an inoculation for every clone trooper in our army. We can finally put this whole wretched situation behind us.
Man, I can't believe Yoda can't sense anything with this guy. Just finished watching the Orders arc. I really enjoyed this one. I thought that the lore that they presented was really meaningful. In particular, I didn't know that the Kaminoans, is that how you say it? The Kamino people, I didn't know that they were so heavily involved in the conspiracy. I had always thought from the Attack of the Clones movie that Palpatine did something at some other stage, and to have an arc just about the conspiracy and seeing how close the Jedi came to unraveling that and could have potentially saved all of them and completely changed the trajectory of the Empire even forming, and then missed it. That sucks, but it's great storytelling for this arc. And then seeing Fives die and going through everything he did, especially since we had seen him in I think the very first season. People have said that we haven't been as attached to the clones as much as they would have liked, that we're more interested in kind of the Jedi stuff. But this was an arc I felt a particular amount of sympathy for Fives. So I loved this one. What did you think?
I enjoyed it as well. I feel like this was one of the few arcs that was heavily focused on the clones that I really enjoyed, to the equivalent of some of the darker stuff with like Darth Maul and the witches and whatnot. So I enjoyed it just as much as those types of arcs. I'm still a little like unclear. I'm thinking going into this, watching it, that the chips are what is controlling them to eventually carry out Order 66. But you said something about it inhibits them from being aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, okay, well, if this had never happened, if the chip had not been decayed, would they still have been able to carry out Order 66 by like activating these chips?
That's a good question. They really didn't make it clear. I was getting mixed information because it's like, well, are they being deceitful with the inhibitor chip, or is the chip the source? So it seemed as though you're right, that the chip is what makes them, like controls them in some way, essentially. But then again, I see Fives, after he takes the chip out, he's much less like in control of himself. He's like getting angry at the cab driver. So I'm like, is it inhibiting that, or is it not?
It made me think about the X-Files, not in the same way, but when Scully had her chip removed, she became sick with cancer. And so I'm thinking maybe there's some sort of overlapping when it comes to that type of scenario. So if it's removed, they die. And I think that if Fives had not been shot, that I think he would have succumbed to the same type of thing that the other clone did.
Like a precaution, if the Jedi discover the chips at some other interval, they say they're inhibitor chips. When we take it out, they become aggressive. That's why we put them in there. But really, it's so they were programmed to become aggressive if it was removed.
So yeah, that's what I was thinking. But hearing what you were saying, and then also hearing what they were saying, I was really like, wait. What? Like, what is the role of the chip? Is it to prevent them from doing it, or is it to
control them?
Yeah. I was a little unclear with that, had me like second guessing myself, but I love the idea of these chips. I think it makes for a fantastic storyline. I always have to like catch myself because with Palpatine, being that we've seen him be obviously a villain and then also be like
good.
Yeah, I always have to like remind myself that he's evil.
He's pure evil.
Right. Yeah. Getting to see that evil side of him is always interesting when he's appearing to be a ally. This arc is pretty up there for me. Yeah. Because like I said, it's the first arc that I feel like I've really enjoyed that wasn't our typical like dark Darth Maul, you know.
Yeah. We have been enjoying the arcs that explore the more the mystical side of the Force, the witches, focusing on characters like Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Anakin, and all the arcs that include the clones, like the cadet stuff, have been okay in our opinion. And I think this is the first arc that has been of that variety that I've been the most invested in. Part of that might be because I love learning more about the lore of Order 66, because it is debatably one of the most significant events of the Star Wars storyline. I mean, that changed, like, that created the Empire, that, you know, broke down the Republic, it killed all the Jedi. I mean, it was a big deal. It also lets us know just how close we're getting to the start of Episode 3.
I think that they did great. I really loved this arc.
The only other like clone-heavy arc that I really was like really invested in that didn't have the other main characters was probably the Umbara arc. General Krell, I think was his name. He was the evil Jedi, and he set the two clones against each other.
Yeah, that was good.
That was probably the other one that was super clone heavy that I was like, all right, heck yeah. The Clone Cadet 1, 2, and 3 arcs were fine, but this one I think was really great. But you know, guys, these are just some of our thoughts. We'd love to know your opinions down in the comments below. So leave us a comment down below so we can check them out. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It also helps the channel out quite a bit. But that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.